Okay, grade 11s. Today we're going to be doing a perspective drawing. So you'll see I've got the perspective over here and we are going to obviously draw in this house. So perspectives are very easy. I know this year you guys are doing 2-point perspective instead of 1-point perspective, but I promise you it is very easy. So the first thing you're always going to want to do is get in your vanishing points. And in order to do that, you need to check the angle that the house is lying at. So if you have a look here, you'll see it's 30 degrees. So you will then take from your SP point a line going from 30 degrees. Let me just extend it a little bit. 30 degrees all the way onto your picture plane. Once it's on your picture plane, you're going to bring that line down, okay, onto your horizontal line. I just want to clip this paper in, onto your horizontal line, and that will give you your left vanishing point, okay? Then if you go from the SP this side and you check the angle of the house, you'll see it's 60 degrees. So from the SP, you're going to make a line of 60 degrees and you're going to bring it straight down onto your horizontal line, giving you your right vanishing point. So that's the first step, is to get your vanishing points. All right, so once you've done that, your next point or your next step will be to look at what points of the house are directly touching the picture plane. So you'll see, let me grab a color. You'll see that this point here and this point here are directly touching the picture plane. So those lines you will always bring down onto your ground line. So you're going to grab the point, you're going to bring it straight down onto your ground line, and you're going to do the same with this point over here. Okay, once you have got your points, you're going to take them to the vanishing point. So you see this side of the house goes this direction, so we know we're going to take it to our right vanishing point. So you're going to take a light construction line to the vanishing point, and then you're going to want to get the height of your wall in. So you're going to take the height of your wall. Whenever you're trying to get the height of something, you always take it onto a line that is touching the ground line. So it could be this line, it could be this line. As long as it is touching the ground line, that's where you're going to bring your height lines. Okay, and then you're going to take it to your RVP. All right, let me just make that a little bit darker. All right, so it should look like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to grab the edge of the house here, because we see that the roof and the wall are in line with one another. So you're going to grab that line and you're going to bring it straight down and then onto your picture plane. And once your picture plane, you've got your line, you're going to bring that line onto your lines, and I'm going to make it solid because we know it's not going to change the way the drawing is, because it will be on that line. All right, so once I've done that, I am going to just draw in the rest of my house, because I know that this wall is going to be here and we're not going to change it, and that way you can also see it. Okay, so now the next step is, we know that this line here, this little space here, goes in this direction. So we're going to take that line to our LVP all the way back like this. Okay, and then this line here that starts at this point here, we're going to bring back to our RVP. So it should look like this. I'm going to bring it back there, and then you can connect this line to here, just so that you see that little point over there. But now we are not going to draw in the height yet. We first want to get in our extra line. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the rest of our step in, which is, oh, I forgot to draw it over here. I don't know why I did that. Sorry guys, let's just do that quickly. Having a blonde moment. Okay, I'll step just so that you can get an idea where your step's going to be. So now you're going to draw your line with your step. You're going to take a step back to the RVP like that, and then you want to get where your step ends, which will obviously be this point over here. So you're going to bring that line down, and then you are going to make a point at that line just like that. Okay, and then you are going to draw your line in solid. But now obviously we want to get in the height of the step, so we're going to grab the height of the step. We're going to put it on this line over here like we did, and we're going to bring it back to the LVP. So once we've brought it back to the LVP, we should have the line over here and kind of in line with the one that we have, or in line with it, depending on your drawing. And then you're going to bring down the lines or the points that you have already got for that point like that. And then you can draw in your lines just like this over here. Okay, then we're going to take the side of the step back to the RVP so that we can get the point where it ends, which will be here, and then we can draw in our point right over here. Okay, so far we've got something that looks like this. Our next step is going to be to take the top of the house, which is this point over here. We're going to bring it back and we're going to grab the end wall over here. So we're going to take that to your SP point, and then you are going to bring that point straight down onto your page like that, so that we've got our wall in. And then what you can do is you can connect the bottom of the house together. Okay, we still obviously have this point of the step to get in, so let's just draw that. So you're going to draw that line back, and you're going to take this point here to the LVP so that you've got your step in here. I think actually make this line here a light line, because I've forgotten when you put your door there, it's not going to be all solid. So just know that there must be a line there, but make it a construction line for now. Okay, so we've got our step in over here. All right, now we're going to draw in the top of our house just like this, and we're going to start getting our roof in. So we're going to take the height of our roof, which we know is this point here, and again we're going to bring it onto the line that touches the ground line, which is this point here, or this point here, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to use this point, and we're going to take it back to the RVP. Okay, once you've done that, where this line here is, you're going to look at the angle it's on, which is on 30 degrees. Then you're going to make a point at the edge of your roof here, and then you're going to take that point down to your SP, and then you're going to take that point down to the line that we've just made. And this is so that you can find the middle point for your roof. Okay, so it's going to help you find your middle point. And then once you have done that, you're going to take your roof line here all the way back to your LVP, and then we're going to start getting these points in here. So to find the middle, we're going to take this point here, we're going to bring it down to our SP. I'm just going to make a mark so you can see where it is, and then we're going to do the same here. We take this point down to the SP over here. Okay, and then you're going to bring down to your picture plane, not your SP. Then you're going to bring your points down. So the points are over there, as you can see. And then let's just draw that in solid. So you're going to draw that in, and then you know these bits will connect to the corners of your roof. So you'll connect that one over there, this one over here, and then this one will connect over here. You shouldn't see the back of the roof line, but if you want to check, you can always just take this point to your RVP, this point to your picture plane, and then you're going to just put it on that line. And then as you can see, if you had to connect from here to here, you wouldn't see that part of the roof, so you don't have to draw it in. Okay, so now that you have got your base of your house in, we're going to get in the window and the door. So again, I just want to make this line back here, sorry. So again, we're going to get the height of the door, which I am going to grab and stick onto this line. The reason why I'm using this line is because the window and the door are in line with this line here. Do you see how it goes back here? So it's going to be more accurate, because if you're doing it on the step, you're drawing your window and door like in line with the step instead of like behind the step. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now that you've got your points across, you're going to bring your line across over here, just like that. And then you're going to bring the lines that you've got here for your door and window down to your SP so that you can get it on the picture plane. So that's the door, and then we'll have the door over there as well. So we've got the height of the door, now we've got where our door starts. So you'll draw a line over here for the door, and then when we grab this point here, the other part of the door will be there. So that will be where our door is, and then you can put in your step, because obviously the floor is in level with the steps, so this won't be solid where the opening of the door is. Okay, then we obviously want to get our window in, so we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to grab the points for the window. We're going to grab that point down, and we're going to grab that point down as well as the bottom height for the window, because we know we don't have that yet. So we're going to bring that across, and then we are going to bring this line here across like that. And then what we are going to do is we're going to bring these lines down. So we're going to start by bringing this one down, and then we're going to bring this one over here down as well. And then we can make the top and the bottom of our window solid. But now we obviously have a window sill that we need to get in. So from the corner here, you're going to go to your RVP, and then you're going to grab the thickness of your roof, which will be this point here and this point here. And then I want you to take this line back as a light construction line so that we can find our right points. So here we're going to grab the thickness and we're going to drop it on that line, and we're going to do the same on the other side here. So there's our thickness, and then we can connect these points together, and that will be the thickness for our window. So we're going to do the same for the door. We're going to grab the thickness, so we're going to grab this point here. We are going to lightly bring it down, and then we're going to take the corner where the door touches the floor, which will be here. We're going to bring it to RVP, and then obviously we're going to make our door. But now one thing you always need to consider is what you can see. This is irritating me because it's still quite dark and it's not supposed to be. So let me just get it as light as possible so you can actually see what it's supposed to look like. So when you've done this, you still need to consider what you're going to be seeing inside the house, right? So what I mean by this is we know the floor level is here, which is in line with the step. So I'm just going to make the step line here. And then let me go over it in a highlighter as well quickly. So we know that our step lines or our floor level is here. Okay, we've got our floor level over there. And then we know that we have our wall thickness over here. So if we obviously had to look at our house over here, we would see the wall thickness. So if we bring those points down over there, we're not going to need the other one, we're just going to need this one. And you had to bring it down into your house, it would be over here. Okay, so let me just draw that in pink. Then you have to consider what you're going to see in the window, right? So we know that the corner of the house and the floor wall starts here at this point. So you're going to bring that back to your RVP, and you can see if it goes through the window, and you see that it does. Okay, and then also what we can do is we can bring this corner back here with the wall. So let's just grab the wall thickness quickly. So we're going to grab the wall thickness, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to just put it down as well with highlighter. Okay, if we had to bring it backwards to the LVP back here, you see how you don't see it through the door, but you do see part of it, the wall through the window. So that's something you always have to consider with your perspective drawings, is what you are seeing through the open spaces. So if you had to look over there, you would look through the house and you would actually see the floor line in the window. So don't forget to do that as well for your drawings, because that's an easy step to miss, and it's also an easy mark to get. So I hope this helped you.